So first of all, whether someone has student debt or not doesn't mean that the president has the constitutional authority to override what is expressly the intent of Congress. Democrats controlled Congress for 2 years under Joe Biden. They had unified control. If they really wanted to give the legislative permission to allow this to occur, they should have. And they didn't. So the failure of Democrats is not the fault of Republicans. And so ultimately, what the Supreme Court will likely rule it's unconstitutional. They ought to rule it's unconstitutional. Congress needs to do its job, and Democrats need to run on it. And they have a lot of explaining they have to do to their own young voters about why, when they had control, they didn't do what they said they would do. So, they can talk all about reproductive justice and everything else, and that's great. But how can women voters trust them to do what they say they're going to do when young people trusted Democrats to do what they said they were going to do, and they didn't do it?
Okay, Eleanor, I want to ask you about some changes to federal election rules. But first, a brief response to what Jadan said about student debt relief, the fact that the Democrats had both houses and didn't do anything.
Yeah. However the decision comes out, I don't believe that the political backlash will be against Joe Biden for being unable to get a majority in a Congress as closely divided as it has been. I think the objection will more likely be aimed at Republicans who seem to think that federal relief is good for just about everybody else in society, but not for students who are trying to get ahead. So, and I don't know how this is going to come out.
Right.
The White House says they're on strong legal ground, and I think if it doesn't go their way, I think the person you quoted is correct. It's going to be seen as a political decision.